Is the ANC going to come out of this policy conference more united or more divided?
We should come out of the conference more united. We must work for it, we must invest in it, we must talk to each other, we must reach out for each other. We must always avoid getting into shootouts, even when we disagree, and engage in discussions.
Do you think that's going to happen? I mean, the stakes are very high. We're all aware of that.
There are no stakes that are very high. The stakes are high for the ANC. Stakes that are high for individuals will not help the ANC. Stakes should be high for the ANC and try to unite the ANC so that the ANC becomes better.
There's 2 days of conversation just about organizational renewal. What solutions are you hoping will come out of that?
The reason that we've convened a policy conference is because nobody has a monopoly of ideas and solutions. Delegates to the conference have all the ideas. They will tell us these are the weaknesses we have in the ground, these are the weaknesses in the branches, in the regions, and therefore let's work on them.
It's a policy conference, but there's always the worry that policy can become a proxy for leadership or factional divisions. I mean, in a way, people might talk about policy, use all sorts of phrases, when really they're talking about something else.
No, the reality of the matter is that the reason that we have a policy conference 6 months before the conference is because we want to force ourselves to talk policy so that in December we can be detracted by elections. So nobody will be allowed here to elect anybody. We are going to talk policy. We'll pull people who move to the extremes and say to them, extremes are never the approach of the ANC.
We have a situation where the economy is in a technical recession. It looks like that recession might last for a while. We've been downgraded. How important are the discussions in the Economic Transformation Commission?
Very critical, because economics are the essence of politics. And therefore, we'll apply our minds serious on those issues, talk about practical steps that must be taken, and allow that commission. Normally, it becomes the biggest commission. And that's why you also see the extremes playing themselves out there. But we engage and try to unite people to appreciate that we don't have the luxury of time.
In my experience, the ANC has come up with very few new ideas on economic policy over the last, let's call it 10 years. There's really been no change. Why is this time going to be any different?
It's because we're in a recession. Technically, we've been downgraded, and all those issues are red signals that we must do something different.
Doesn't that make it actually harder to achieve unity?
It is not. Unity is not negotiable. Unity is the bedrock on which the ANC is built on.
How's the economic policy going to end? Is there going to be a conversation about radical economic transformation or inclusive growth? Well, let me put the question another way. Where's the rand going to be in a week's time?
Radical economic transformation has been a policy of the conference adopted by a conference in Mangaung. So it's not a new policy that is coming out midstream. It has been around. But what we are working on is to work on the details on an ongoing basis. What should it be? If you ask me as Gwede Mantashe, say any policy that doesn't address racial oppression, class exploitation, patriarchal relations in society is not radical enough.